Hi there, I'm filmmaker Mike Boucher, and I'm wrapping up post-production on a documentary on the life of jazz guitar great Lenny Breau. He's probably the most amazing guitar player you've never heard of. This guy, he was a master of country picking, flamenco, classical, and especially his own sort of hybrid style of jazz guitar playing. This amazing guitar playing you hear in the background, that's 20-year-old Lenny playing with Levon Helm on drums and Rick Danko on bass from the band. Before they played in Bob Dylan's backup band, they recorded with Lenny. You know, there were lots of musicians out there who say that Lenny was a guitar genius.
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 A genius.
Genius.
Is he genius? Okay, you bet.
But there was also a dark side. In the late 1960s, just as Lenny's career was really starting to take off, he developed a pretty serious drug problem. And although it didn't diminish his remarkable musical talent, it did affect his relationships and some of his performances. And it was something he struggled with for most of his life. And it's probably the reason why his career never really saw its full potential. This film follows Lenny from his beginnings as a child prodigy. He was known as a Lone Pine Jr. guitar wizard as a child when he's playing lead guitar in his parents' country band. And throughout the rise and fall of his recording career, his descent into drug addiction and the mysteries surrounding his death. In 1984, Lenny was found at the bottom of a Los Angeles swimming pool. His murder still hasn't been solved. I've been working on this film for the past 4 years, and it's finally done. I've crisscrossed the United States and Canada interviewing his family, his friends, and musicians that Lenny jammed with and gigged with and recorded with. I've interviewed record label guys, the LAPD, and Lenny's biographer, who was a great resource for me during this film. Thanks, Ron. So included in this documentary are some great archival performances, some rare photographs, and radio interviews that no one has seen or heard in over 30 years. But unfortunately, I can't show you any of that because I need to pay for it first. And that's where I need your help. Archival footage is really expensive. And so far, all the production expenses have been paid out of my own pocket, because this is a labor of love for me, and I really believe that Lenny's story needs to be told. But the tens of thousands of dollars I need to pay for archival footage is just too much for me to do on my own. So please help. Lenny was a brilliant musician, and his story deserves to be told, but I can't release this film without your financial support. So please kick in whatever you can. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Lenny certainly was one of the best guitar players in the world.
Lenny was a great musician to start with. Genius.
A genius.
Lenny's genius is that he completely redefined the instrument. Completely. He did steal my television set and hawk it for a bus ticket, but that's okay.
You almost felt that his mind, his soul, was in his fingers.
The best of Lenny Breau's music, there are a handful of people probably in the world who could play it. And there's probably nobody right now who could conceptualize it.
The best all-around guitar player I've ever heard in my life.
I would say he was technically the greatest guitar player I ever saw or heard. That he was a pleasant person. He was nice. He had a severe drug dependency. He was vulnerable.
Lenny, he's one of these people that should never have taken anything, should never have had a drug of alcohol. They just can't handle it. He was one of those people. He was such a humble, gentle person. The drugs took over the genius in him, and it was like a demon.
He says, Mom, I have a feeling that she is going to kill me or have me killed.
He was afraid for his life.
It's a hell of a story.